They say legends don't die, they just wear new jerseys. And tonight, the Santiago Bernabéu witnessed that very truth. It wasn't just a football match. It was a spectacle, a return, a legacy in the making. Real Madrid versus Juventus, a heavyweight clash in the FIFA Club World Cup. The scoreline might read 1-0, but this wasn't just about goals. This was about grit, heart, and history unfolding. As the stadium roared with emotion, the return of one name echoed louder than the rest. Kylian Mbappé, the prodigy turned king, back in full Real Madrid colors, back where many say he was always destined to be. After months of recovery, speculation, and press noise, Mbappé walked out onto the pitch tonight with a point to prove, with the badge of Los Blancos kissing his chest and the fire of destiny burning in his eyes. Juventus, proud and powerful, came to win. Let no one mistake that. From the opening whistle, they pressed high, fought every ball, and made Real Madrid earn every inch. The Italians weren't here to sit back. With stars like Federico Chiesa running the wings and Dusan Vlahovic up front, the Bianconeri meant business. Their defense was tight, organized, and they weren't afraid to rough up Madrid's midfield, led by Tchouaméni and the ageless Toni Kroos, who continues to make time slow down with his passes. But then came the magic. You could feel it before it happened. It was the 63rd minute. The Bernabéu was holding its breath. A low, dangerous cross from Vini Jr. down the left found its way across the 6-yard box. For a second, it looked like it would just roll out harmlessly. And then, like lightning, Mbappé slid in. Boot met ball. Net bulged. 1-0. The stadium erupted. Grown men cried. Kids screamed. Mbappé stood up, arms wide, face tilted to the sky. A moment frozen in time. That wasn't just a goal, it was a statement. He's back. And he's back for glory. What makes this win even more emotional is the journey that led here. Real Madrid, the kings of Europe, were under pressure. New signings, injuries, and the shadow of losing Benzema left many doubting their rhythm. But as always, when it matters most, they delivered. The team chemistry tonight was stunning. Camavinga was tireless. Jude Bellingham, only 22, yet already one of the most influential midfielders in the world, was pure class. Every touch oozed confidence. Every run created space. Luka Modric, the magician, came off the bench in the 75th minute and still looked like he could play 90 more. Juventus didn't go down easy though. Szczęsny pulled off 2 stunning saves that kept them in the match. In the 81st minute, Chiesa hit the post with a curling effort that had Courtois completely beaten. You could feel the tension in the air. For a moment, it felt like Juve would steal it. But the Real Madrid defense stood strong. Militao was a wall. Rudiger fought for every header. Mendy ran until his legs gave out. Every player left their soul on the field. This wasn't just about tactics or talent. This was emotional football. This was drama. This was passion. The Real Madrid fans had tears in their eyes when the final whistle blew. Not just because they won, but because of how they won. It was football in its purest form. Mbappé hugging Ancelotti. Vini Jr. dancing in front of the fans. The crowd chanting, "Madrid, Madrid," in unison. For Juventus, the pain was real. But their journey to the Club World Cup final deserves praise. After seasons of inconsistency and criticism, the Italians fought hard. They defeated Al Ahly and then shockingly took out Manchester City in the semis. That semi-final win gave hope to millions of their fans who have been waiting for the old lady to rise again. And even in this final, they showed grit. But in the end, they were facing a side that knows how to win when it matters most. Real Madrid have now added another FIFA Club World Cup trophy to their already glorious cabinet. And this one feels special. Not just because of the silverware, but because of what it represents. The return of Mbappé, the rise of Jude, the resilience of Madrid. Let's talk numbers now. Real Madrid had 61% possession. They completed 585 passes with 91% accuracy. They had 14 shots, 6 on target. Juventus had only 3 shots on target. Courtois saved 2, 1 hit the post. That's the fine line between victory and heartbreak. In terms of distance covered, Madrid outworked Juventus, 118 kilometers to 111. That work rate made the difference. Off the pitch, this match broke social media. Mbappé's goal clip became the fastest football highlight to hit 10 million views in an hour. The hashtags #Mbappé is back and #Hala Madrid topped trends in over 20 countries. Fans are calling it the new beginning. And for Real Madrid, it just might be. Football isn't just a sport, it's stories. It's redemption arcs. It's rivalries renewed and dreams reborn. Tonight reminded us why we love this game. For the magic. For the moments that stick with you forever. For nights like this. Imagine being a young boy in Paris who dreamt of playing at the Bernabéu. Now fast forward. That boy is Mbappé, and he just gave Madrid their biggest night of the season. Sometimes, dreams become true. And sometimes, those dreams come with a golden boot and millions chanting your name. So what's next for Real Madrid? La Liga continues. Champions League awaits. But more than that, belief is back. That fire, that spirit, that swagger, it's all there again. And Mbappé, oh Mbappé, he's about to turn the football world upside down. Juventus will go back to Turin with heads high. They showed up. They fought hard. They proved the Serie A is still packed with power. But tonight belonged to Madrid. This match, this moment, this magic, it all belonged to the Kings. As the players waved goodbye to the fans, the cameras caught a touching moment. Ancelotti pulled Mbappé in for a hug and whispered something in his ear. No one knows what he said, but Mbappé smiled. A real, genuine smile. That's the beauty of football. It connects generations. It heals. It inspires. Tonight was more than a match. It was the kind of night that creates legends. The kind of night that will be remembered for years. And as long as the lights shine on the Santiago Bernabéu, the echo of this 1-0 victory will live on in the hearts of every fan who believed that football, at its best, is poetry. Because this is Real Madrid. And Real Madrid doesn't just play football. They write history.